What is up, everyone, and welcome to the breakdown here of the middle of the NXL Midwest Open. If you guys haven't checked out the snake side and the Dorito side breakdown, please make sure that you go ahead and do that so that way you get a full view of the field. But just as a refresher, if I get my little marker here, we're considering the middle, everything here. So snake side, that's in that breakdown there. Dorito side's the left of that line there. But without further ado, let's get into this. So let's check out the middle. So again, if you haven't checked out the Dorito side or the snake side, please make sure that you go ahead and do that. This middle looks like it's really going to be supportive of the, well, he might even want to send two guys up here. It looks like it could be a good option for that. What I like is, well, a lot of people won't like this, but as you come up here is this shot here, and I'm going to zoom up so you can see it. So being able to shoot this way and seeing if they went further than the snake 2. It looks like if they get past, remember there was that floater shot that we saw when we were looking at the snake side. I'm not sure that there's a really good one because of these pins, but if you have someone that maybe went deeper and crawled up or something like that, it looks like this guy in the back center is able to shoot into that gap, which is definitely going to help out with slowing down that snake side. But you can also shoot the deeper shot and be able to have an eye of what it is that they did. Now, can you do anything Dorito way? Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of help. I mean, you can shoot into some of the gaps there. Looks like you have this gap and this gap, so maybe this isn't too bad. We're going to have to go further up. I feel like there's going to be some better options from the middle. If you already saw the Dorito side breakdown, then you already know what's going to help on the Dorito side. So on the way up, definitely these inside shots over the top, you have to be kind of like hunched over. Just make sure that you're watching out for those drop shots over the top. But as we come up, I'm going up the middle because I'm just curious as to who it is that shoots you. It doesn't really seem like a whole lot. I mean, except for these guys in the Dorito side that can shoot through these gaps here. These pins are definitely going to help you because they don't have like completely open shots on the way up. But I don't know that people are going to stay here for a long time. I guess you can kind of shoot through here. So maybe you would have someone delay this way if you had someone going up to the tower. Because the tower looks like it's going to be pretty good to slow this snake down. Yeah, I mean, it really looks like having someone here is really going to be a thorn in their side. Just the fact that you can shoot down all the way pretty much. Actually, and I'm at like 5.2 feet tall. So actually, I might even be a little bit taller than that. Crazy. So if I'm shooting through here, it's really going to slow that snake down. Because I think that you'll see if they do make the snake 1, like we saw, it really isn't a whole lot they can do there. So they're going to want to be pushing. And also if you can catch them on this other bump here, yeah, I mean, even if they kind of put you in, you can still roll back and shoot into here and into here. So you'd have to kind of pick, but it looks like you'd be able to catch them as they're making that move up. Let's look Dorito way. So yeah, you do have that Dorito shot there. So that wouldn't be too bad. Let's look at this. And go back to normal height here. I mean, like we saw, this wedge looks pretty solid. Actually, I wanted to check this. So I think you can shoot the outside of that starfish as well. I mean, we're at 5 feet tall. I'm pretty sure you can skim it right over the top, and I don't think they're going to be able to get low enough for that. If you come off of it, different story. If you come up to here, that's when they could make that move. So it would be really important to make sure that you are holding this gap. But with considering how big this gap is, yeah, I think you're going to get a lot of people coming up here to trade out with a guy in the middle because that's really going to be a thorn in your side for the snake. So I wonder if you'll see more people delay here to do the same job. So that way they can go and either trade with the guy in the middle to help their snake out, or maybe they send one to come here to shoot this gap and then someone else to come up to the middle. I would expect this guy, expect a trade. It kind of seems like they're going to be not surviving for too long. I don't know. We'll have to see when we get there, right? Going center off the break, I'm pretty sure that Dorito and this Dorito can shoot this pin or this pin, and it's probably going to be bouncing in enough that it's going to push this guy back. So I'm wondering if it's going to be better for him to stay snake way. If you have someone that's tall enough, could they... All right, I'm at 6 foot. I mean, this is where it could get real interesting. For guys that are tall, if they can stand up tall enough and shoot down, they could help with this this snake side. I'm not 6 foot, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But the guys that can could be an advantage. I do like this shot here because you can really slow down everything here. The issue is just if you bump this, there's not a whole lot that can protect you as you make that move up. So, yeah, I would just... I wonder if I would want to send 2 bodies there. Oh, I forgot to check. So let's look here. I don't know if I'm going to like this over the top. This wouldn't be terrible. You know, again, you have to get someone that's over 6 feet to be able to do this. But, you know, they could catch some people on moves through there. What about if you stand in the middle? Again, same thing. You could kind of do that. But, yeah, I kind of like this middle to slow down the snake side. Double check with the tower again over here. I mean, the tower isn't terrible to shoot this way. I just think it's better suited to shoot the snake. Unless you were going to have someone come here. I'm wondering if this bounce from the Dorito off this pin would come in. Or maybe if they can shoot this one, if it'll come in. That might be why these pins are here, is to kind of help with bouncing into some of the players there to keep it from just someone coming here and then just like pumping paint through there. So that could be possibly an option. I'm going to go back up to kind of a bird's eye view and just kind of think about this. So the back center is able to see a little bit through here. If they kind of float out, they could shoot through here and at least kind of see what they did. But then it's going to be tough for them to shoot wide and see how far wide. Let me go back down. I'm seeing a different shot that I'm curious about. Might be kind of blind, but I wonder if it would go in. The one I'm looking at is over the top of this pin. If you float and shoot right over the top of it, I'm wondering if that's going to drop into the Aztec there. If that does that, that could be something that at least slows them down. It forces them to have to try to dive underneath it. I don't know. I think the bigger push is going to be the middle. I think the first punch is going to be in the middle. That's my opinion right now. The middle is able to kind of shoot a little bit wide, probably send 2 bodies up here, like a 1-2. One of them needs to stick to the snake side. The other one should be posted Dorito and then expecting to, or actually they both could kind of, man, this is interesting. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're seeing me in real time right now trying to figure this out. It might be good to have the tower shooting the Dorito way and then the center shooting this way. If this guy is still here, then the tower shoots snake. The back center would shoot for the through the gaps here just to keep the Dorito side honest. But the shots aren't like fantastic. They're there, but nothing to write home about. I mean, look at that. You're shooting through a little gap right there. So at least you would see them get through. This one is where you can do a little bit more. You could probably bounce it off there and it'll skip up a little bit. I just don't know if it's going to be going into that player or not. So if anything, yeah, there's this shot. There is this one, Dorito way. So if they kind of stand right here, and I'll go up so you can see what I'm seeing. and they shoot over the top of this brick, you might be able to skim right over the top and catch someone, even if they're going in front or if they're going deep. If they're going real deep, you'll probably miss the shot. But it might force them to have to do that. And then you can just slowly walk up and keep shooting there, and then, you know, shoot for the outside here. Is there anyone snake side? I mean, they have to get into like your snake and all that before it's an issue. And that's when you would have this guy here. So yeah, if they have someone in the center and you have one or two in the snake side, this guy can go through and bunker them out, or it's probably going to be a 1-2. This is my guess. And the reason why I'm saying this is this guy can post more Dorito way, and then this guy can help slow down the snake. If there is someone that goes straight here, then this guy can go through, trade out with them. This guy can then come up and take over his job, and then the Dorito side needs to be fighting heads up. Because you need to have, I'm pretty sure it's this middle is going to be the ones that are really slowing down the snake. So having someone in there is good, but we saw in the snake side breakdown that there's just so much chaos over there that it's just kind of like, well, I guess we'll go see how that works out. But thank you again for watching. I won't see you guys in Cincinnati. I'll be finishing out the season with Section over in Europe, but I'll make sure to get some footage for you guys this weekend on this layout and try to have some idea of how it could help you guys out. But yeah, looking forward to what you guys think. Put it in the comments down below. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.